Shalom, shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom to the 12 tribes of Yasha Ali. Giving of course all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh by Shema Mashah for like Yahweh Shah. That's all praises, honor, glorification unto the Most High God, Yahweh, in the name of His own begotten Son, Yahweh Shah. This brother Yasha Ali coming back to y'all yet another video to the Spirit Pod Yahweh by Shema Mashah Yahweh Shah. Alright, so shalom, shalom. I'm get straight into this. It's essentially going into giving the Lord his due sacrifices, man, right, in these last days. Because let's go to the book of Genesis, the 17th chapter, and the first verse, right? Genesis chapter 17 and verse 1, right? It says, "And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, Yahweh appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the Almighty God. Walk before me and be thou perfect." So that's what the Lord said. That's what the Lord said to Abram, right? Imagine the Lord coming down onto you and saying, I am the Almighty God, right? Walk before me and be thou perfect. All right, because that's what Abram experienced. And that's what the Lord on a deeper level is saying to every one of us, right? Walk before him and be thou perfect. And we know that we can't be perfect in this flesh. We can't be perfect in this flesh. You're bound to fall. The Lord said in Proverbs 24, verse 16, "For a just man falleth 7 times, but riseth up again. But the wicked shall fall into mischief." So you're going to fall in this truth. You're not going to be 100% damn sinless, But we have to be perfect in the spirit, right? We have to be perfect in the spirit. Let's go to the book of Hebrews, all right? The 12th chapter. This book of Hebrews, right? Chapter 12, Salakia. Hebrews chapter 12, right? In verse 23. Come on. It says, "To the general assembly and church of the firstborn, which are written in heaven, and to God, the judge of all, and to the spirits of just men made perfect." So the Lord is looking on the spirit. All right, that's what the Lord looks at. He judges the reins and the hearts. Right? Let's go to that real quick. All right, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 12. All right, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 12. Right, Slakia, Jeremiah 17. Right, Jeremiah 17 and 9, I believe. Right, the Lord, he looks on the spirit and on the heart, man. The Lord is not looking at how tall you are. Where in the scriptures does it say you have to be 6 foot, 6'5", right, in order to be a prophet? If you're not 6'5", you can't be a prophet. The Lord is not looking on the outward like that, man. Right? The Lord doesn't care if you have brown eyes or dark brown eyes. Right? The Lord doesn't care about that. The Lord doesn't care if you're comely or if you're not comely. He's not focusing on the outward. He's focusing on the spirit, right? He doesn't care how long your fringes are, man, right? He doesn't care if your beard is 7 inches long and it's oiled up all the time, or if your dress is damn 24 feet long, right? The Lord doesn't care about that. He cares about the spirit, man, the sincerity. Okay, even if you had to make your fringes, some brothers have to make their fringes, right? Have to cut it into their shirt, their t-shirt. Have to draw something, a line, right? Have to draw the border of blue, or have to just get some ribbon and just make it work like that. Hey, some men, they had to do that because guess what? Maybe they didn't have enough money to get fringes or whatever. They just had to do what they had to do. But guess what? The Lord will still, right, count that as righteous because that brother is sincere. He's sincerely trying to serve the Most High, and that's that spirit, right, that's made perfect. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 10. "I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings." So the Lord, he searches the heart to see if you're sincere or no, right? That's what the Lord does. He searches, he looks at your spirit, man, right? To see if you're really in this thing or not. All right. But so going back to that, Genesis 17 and 1, it says, "And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, the Lord appeared to Abraham and said unto him, I am the Almighty God. Walk before me and be thou perfect." Man, be perfect. We have to be perfect in everything that we do, man, for the Lord. Perfect. We have to perfect our reading. We have to perfect our studying. We have to perfect, teaching. right? We have to perfect the things that we do for the Most High God. Did not the Lord say that in the book of Revelation, the 3rd chapter? Right? Let's go to Revelation, the 3rd chapter. Right? We have to perfect counsel. We have to perfect all this stuff, all these gifts, all these offices that the Lord has set up in these last days. Right? Revelation chapter 3 and verse 2. Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die, for I have not found thy works perfect before the Most High. So if the Lord hasn't found our works perfect, we still got work to do. Every day we got work to do, man. Right? And like how I like to say, you know, in terms of studying wise, if I don't know every single precept and every single breakdown that ever is, then guess what? I still got work to do. And I say that not as to try to be the wisest brother ever, but it's just a statement of basically like we never done with this work until Yahweh Shah say so, man. Right? We're never going to be done with studying. We're never going to be done with reading. We're never going to be done with teaching. We're never going to be done with that until Yahweh Shah comes back with the chariots with the thousands of angels and says, come up hither to the elect. Until then, hey, we still got work to do. All right? We still got work to do. And we have to bring forth this work and this labor to the Most High God. All right? As he commands us. Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 35, verse 1. He that keepeth the law bringeth offerings enough. He that taketh heed to the commandment offereth a peace offering. So if you're keeping the commandments, you literally, or not literally, but you're spiritually offering sacrifices to the Lord. And those are your just sacrifices that you must offer to the Lord, right? Let's say you dedicated yourself to doing a video every Friday night, right? Like how, you know, us Aki, we dedicated ourselves to doing that. Right, through the Spirit of the Lord, of course. That's one of our sacrifices that we throwing up to the Lord, man. Right? That's one of our sacrifices. Or you going out to the highways and byways, you dedicated yourself to that, right? And now those are your spiritual sacrifices that you're offering up to the Lord. So we have to make sure that we're also offering our daily sacrifices to the Lord. Because guess what? If they didn't do that in the ancient world, guess what would happen if the priest just decided to say, nah, we ain't going to do that. Right? It's too much. You know? Nah, we're not going to do the evening sacrifice. I'm tired. I'm going to go to sleep. Right? Guess what? The Lord will be angry. The Lord was saying that in the book of Malachi. He was getting on the Levites, literally a damn 3 chapters, damn near, on just getting on Levi because they were slacking off on their job. So we can't be like those Levites that were slacking off on their job. We have to be instant in season, out of season. And I say this to myself too, right? We have to be at all times, right, throwing up those sacrifices to the Lord, giving them his daily sacrifices, right? So I'm just skip down to verse 4. Thou shalt not appear empty before the Lord. So plain, man. We should not appear empty before the Lord. Meaning what? You can't come to the Lord. Right, at the end of the day, you can't come to the Lord with no fruits, no works, nothing to bring to the table, or else the Lord will kick us out if we didn't do that. Right? You know, if we appearing empty before the Lord, guess what? He's going to be wroth at us, and who knows if the Lord will have mercy. All right. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Ba Shema Mashak Wabalak Yahweh Shah. Right, this brother Gash Allah again. Kwam Yasha Allah. Shalom.